Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach and play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They fake the hands off. Now Prescott. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
What a tumultuous start to Bryce Young's career. The former #1 pick has about seen it all, Kate, in the NFL. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what he and the Carolina Panthers got to believe, because the finish to last season was his best football yet. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. That's caught by Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Counterplay, Hubbard. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
On 3rd down, it's Young. complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Carolina Panther.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Hubbard again. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Rush coming for Young. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Going after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Cowboys nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. Short pickup to their own 31. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To number 1, Jalen Tolbert. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Dallas.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st is Prescott. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A second down throw for Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. To the house, touchdown Carolina! The Panthers take a 13-0 lead.
Touchdown.
A quick second score for him, Brock, already, and we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Carolina.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 28. He can run it. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
A gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. A gain of
That's certainly
9
a spot
yards.
where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun is Prescott. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lower the deficit to a single possession. George Pickens the touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, and when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
The kick is
that
good.
One right down the middle.
Makes the score
and the
Panthers
Cowboys chop
14.
the lead in half. It's down to 7.
7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Trevor Etienne to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And going play action. Young. Throw left side, Sanders has it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Play action now, Young. Finds Sanders. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. From the 46. And they'll set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Young working from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Sam Martin on now to punt it away on 4th. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his 1st time out. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Prescott on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Complete
You know, you
to
compare and contrast
Javonte
stats over the
Williams.
decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
2nd and 8. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line.
Complete to
It's a
George
gain of 11
Pickens.
there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11
God, I really
on the
like this
play.
receiver on that drag
First
route
down,
in particular.
Dallas.
Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down, ball at the 36. Play action now for Prescott. Completes it again to Pickens.
Prescott's
And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Dak now from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb.
Prescott's pass.
And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
A gain of 11
It's a
on
pickup
the
of
play.
11.
And
And
the
it'll be first
Cowboys
down,
first
Dallas.
down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Dak off the play fake. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Complete to Luke
They'll get 18
Schoonmaker.
yards there.
A
And
gain
that's
of
good for a
18 on
Cowboys
the
first
play.
down.
First down, Cowboys.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard
Javonte
pickup.
Williams, the ball carrier.
That is just a good,
He's
solid
tackled
run
at the
right there.
29-yard
I know,
line.
that's pretty basic commentary,
A gain of 4.
but sometimes
It's
football
now
can be
2nd
basic.
and
It
6.
keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Prescott here from the gun. That's Lamb running a slant. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Complete to
Pickup
C.D.
of 12 on that play.
A gain of
And it'll be
12.
first down, Dallas.
First down, Dallas.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's to his running back, Miles Sanders.
Prescott
And he'll get this
pass.
inside the 10 to the
Complete
9.
Miles Sanders.
These intermediate
It's a gain
gains,
of
that's the
7.
wheelhouse for these
Brings
two to
up
connect
2nd
on.
and
Start the
3
series off well.
at the 9-yard
It sure keeps the
line.
defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott.
Prescott
Short throw is
pass.
dropped. This one's
Intended for
incomplete.
George Pickens.
George Pickens, the intended target. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Quick slant complete. Touchdown, Dallas.
Complete to Jalen
The
Tolbert.
Cowboys can tie it up in the
Touchdown,
2nd after
Dallas.
cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play.
The kicker
He sure
on
did.
for the point
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after
His
splits the
kick
uprights.
is good.
And the Cowboys
That
tie
ties
things
the
up at
game
14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers set to take the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Off the play fake, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack, could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Another try following the sack. That's caught by Hubbard. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Young. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jadeveon Clowney on that stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hubbard. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Running back sent in motion left. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cowboys 14.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. This one finds the fullback. And this one does not go far.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Screen here for Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Finds him on the slant. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
7-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Prescott with a blitz coming. Catch is made in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys tie this game at 21.
21 apiece.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Dowdle now to return it. Jukes one defender. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Cut down the field, Leggett. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
It's second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Young working from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, it's Young. Now set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays tied here in the second.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 7-yard
now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Dak now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, this is Etienne.
Trevor Etienne on the return.
Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
To Hunter Renfro. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Chuba Hubbard. A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Panthers first down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. It's Young to throw here on 1st. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Young's pass complete to Hunter Renfro. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is Hubbard running left. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify their run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Cowboys.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Williams. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf, and that meeting didn't go so well.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Dak. That's caught by Williams. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit, and he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Young on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Works the sideline inside the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. This is Legette working the left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for it here with Hubbard. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 3rd quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That looked like they were trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle 3rd. And you can't get to that space outside, You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
After the sack, another pass on second down. That one's complete, right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Prescott to sneak it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 1-yard gain on the play, and that's good for a Cowboys first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the 46. This ball is caught by Tolbert. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've got first down from the 31. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's Williams. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
The chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Bobby Brown brought him down. A gain of a yard, and a Cowboy first down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Design bootleg here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Brought in right side. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
A gain of 12
You know, I
yards.
don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Hauled in left side. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Dump off pass to Williams. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Prescott on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
First down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Williams on the carry. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Dak now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Prescott now off the play fake. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Prescott here from the gun. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 28.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, this is ETN. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Carolina offense headed out now. Still time to go, Bronk, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Complete to Tremble. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 2nd and 6 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hubbard again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
7-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Young. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Carolina Panther.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Number 5, Rico Dowdle, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of of the shotgun. A give to Hubbard. And he gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Running it after the penalty. And this one stopped fairly close to that 1st down. Good challenge, but they face 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running back sent in motion. Young working from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers down by 7. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll motion a tight end left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut it to a point late in this one.
Touchdown, Panthers.
So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game 35 apiece.
35.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Turpin with a return. Escapes a defender. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Back to throw. Completed here to Pickens. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Setting up to pass. He'll try and run this. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
CD Lamb. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Cowboys make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.